I want to ask you something. So, a good friend of mine, dude, is a friend of the show, Alonzo Williams. He called me this
Right.
morning, and he was kind of upset because I don't know how he just hearing it. I don't even remember what episode was that on. What episode was that on, Brian? It was a long time
Uh-oh.
ago. I guess he just not getting wind of it. He said, "Man, I'm very offended. The Eight called the very people that put him on. He said that our music was whack and the world class wrecking crew, this and that." So I was gonna call Lonzo.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. How you said the World Wrecking Crew?
No,
World
you
class
call it. No, you call him on the next episode.
On
I'm
next
gonna I'm gonna address this, and we're gonna deal with it on the
I'm
next
gonna
episode.
do those.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the name of the building. Compton.
I never said fuck the Wrecking Crew. I never. My point is to not want to say disrespect the forefathers of whatever is believed to be. But when people ask me about the foundation of West Coast rap music, it was fucking corny. Straight up.
You talking about before you or while you was doing it?
Before me. I'm talking about when you
Oh,
used
okay.
to
I
have
was-
to listen to people like Bobby Jimmy and the Critters and
Oh, yeah.
Roaches.
You Roaches,
When you
yeah.
know, Wrecking Crew. I
Turn out
listened
the
to
lights.
Wrecking Crew.
Well,
I bought Dr. Dre Surgery records. Were they an influence of being a hip hop artist to me? No. What they were influenced to me as was being a fucking DJ. They were not influential to me as rap artists. They were influential to me as DJs and musicians. I never listened to Wrecking Crew as a sign of this would be the pave way of West Coast hip hop. Because look what West Coast hip hop is. Now, he wants to say that without him, there would be no MC Eiht.
Okay, so
Let me address this. Without Lonzo and that type of music, would there have still been an MC Eiht? I wasn't influenced by the fucking Wrecking Crew. I was influenced by East Coast rap.
Did you ever?
I was influenced by people like UTFO and Just Ice. I was influenced by people like Roxanne Shante and Sparky D.
Okay.
Bobby Jimmy and the Critters and Lonzo did not fucking influence me to become a hip hop artist. Toddy T and Mixmaster Spade
Right.
is what influenced me. Lonzo and them knew how to get motherfucking record deals. That's how they knew how to do. Because us as young gangbanging ass hustling drug dealers, we didn't know shit about music industry. You couldn't have told me shit about how to put out a record. That came from Eazy-E. It did not come from the Wrecking Crew. Did the Wrecking Crew start as musicians on the West Coast? Sure they did. They sure did. And like I said, did I go spend my money on Dr. Dre Surgery 12-inch records? Yes, I did. Did I buy Turn Off the Lights? No, I did not. You get me?
That was
So
cut though.
I understand where he's coming from saying, I'm one of the dudes who was a pioneer. First of all, you didn't even like hip hop. You didn't like rap, gangster rap. It was told in the movie. You hated it. You hated when Dre and Eazy stepped up and was wanting to come with the street shit. You wanted them to continue with the dance shit. The sequence robes and the DJing at the parties.
just for the record, Easy wasn't part of that, but go ahead.
Which was like I said, a lot of our musical influence on the West Coast was electro funk dance music. You get me? A lot of that.
Dance music. You know what the West Coast was when I first came out?
That's strange you saying that right now.
Real talk.
No. I don't want to say nothing, but it's something I've got going on is in line with he's saying.
Man, when I was a youngster, like I said, I heard parody records. You get
Bobby
me?
Jimmy and
Russ
the
Parr and them making parody records. Look at all these roaches off of Look at All These Rumors. We had funny rap records.
Right.
We didn't have niggas who were serious about musical shit until King T came with Payback's a Mother.
You talking about putting out an album, not the mixtape.
No, I'm talking about a straight 12-inch
Right.
where niggas wasn't even putting out albums of rap music.
Right, yeah.
You had King T.
Yeah.
You had Ice-T with 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then you had the fucking TDK tapes with Todd and Mixmaster Spade.
Yeah.
That's what you got. That's where you got your daily dose of gangster rap music. Lonzo and them did sequence dance music. It didn't have anything to do with hip hop. But because he had in the palm of his hand Dr. Dre and all of that, he felt like, I am the Godfather. Hey, if you want to take that, you want to take that. I ain't got no disrespect to you, but don't come at me and say shit like you disappointed, because I'm disappointed that our foundation was fucking look at all these roaches and fucking Dr. Dre. You get me? I mean, that was the music that they wanted to push. That was the music they wanted to put. You damn right. It was on the radio. Record Crew and Before You Turn Off the Lights and all that shit. But it wasn't my influence. Because if it was, I'd be doing music like that today when I started. I got influenced because I used to buy $20 TDK tapes of motherfucking Todd rapping off a Rapping Duke talking about the Batarang. I used to hear him and Spade rapping off a Big Mouth, off of the Dope House. I used to hear the Houdini, the Freaks come out at night. I used to hear the Clucks come out at night. You get me? That's where I learned how to be MC Eiht and Compton's Most Wanted, because I had a nigga in my neighborhood who was making tapes telling us about Daryl Gates and the Batarang and raids and who was the motherfucking Strawberry in Tragnew Park and who got raided and who got their dough kicked in. And that's where I learned how to be MC Eiht. It didn't come from the Wrecking Crew.
Well, see, that's an individual statement, because this is what influenced you, not that. So that's not saying as a whole, you're not saying, hey, that's not what you're talking about. It's individually with you.
I'm not saying like fuck the pioneers of West Coast hip hop.
Right.
He feels I'm saying it because I'm saying that our music wasn't what it is designed today. I mean, today we got all kind of varieties. But back then, when you listen to East Coast beginning rap and you listen to West Coast beginning rap, we was on some funny shit. We was on some parody joke shit.
And it's facts to that, because you can always go YouTube.
Man, go back to YouTube and go back to the early 70s and 80s.
I ain't got to go back.
And like I said,
remember listening to the
come on, man. It was right there. So, I don't turn around and put me in a category of saying I'm trying to disrespect the pioneers, because I don't disrespect Todd, Master Spade. I don't disrespect Easy.
King T.
I don't disrespect I never go, oh, fuck them niggas. I don't care what they was doing. Those were my influences. Like I said, and in respect to the Wrecking Crew and what they had to go through to be able to go, fuck this shit. You get me? A shout out to niggas like Dre and Easy, because they wanted to try something different when there was a motherfucker telling them, no, we should do this type of shit only. So, and on that note, a lot of them niggas did have their hand, and I put it just like this: if they probably would have been straight up with niggas and been real and been ready and straight off the back, they probably would have had their hand in a lot of shit today. But when shit don't go right, and when you feel niggas' talents and you feel they motherfucking shit ain't worth, whatever, shit goes crooked. But like I said, did it teach me anything about who the person I am today? Did it influence me to become an artist? No. That came from New York. And I tell niggas every day in all kind of interviews, my influences came from New York. That's how I started listening to rap.
I think most people's influence came from New York, because there really wasn't no rap nowhere else.
No.
If you grew up on the West Coast, 70s, 80s, a lot of our music was dance, electro, funk influenced. They go to the parties.
Well, I'm going to tell you what a lot of people don't know, bro, is that the actual creator of Miami bass, the whole dance music that we was on that went to Miami and blew up, was really LA music because Mr. Mix was their producer. Mr. Mix was from Riverside, California.
We used to listen to all that shit down here. All
that's
that,
what he brought
all
back
that
there.
Electric Kingdom and Siberian Nights and Tour de France and all. That's all we gave a fuck about. You
Didn't
didn't have to say shit on the record. All you had to do was be breathing,
Yeah.
and it had to be a good beat.
juice,
And nigga, we was bumping
Yeah,
that shit here
Yep.
because our foundation of music was like. It's like we came out. It's like we got stuck in the disco era
I'm gonna
with
give you
our
the soundtrack
music.
while you talking. Ooh.
But you know what was the turning
Man, let's
point?
get the fuck up out of here.
The turning point was
Let me tell you, the turning point for me is when, like I said, I went to Mississippi on a summer vacation, and I heard my cousin playing Sucker MCs,
by Run DMC.
and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And he was like, y'all don't got Run DMC down there? And I heard shit like Freakazoids by Midnight Star. And then I started hearing like fucking Pac Jam by the fucking Johnson Crew. And then I heard fucking UTFO. I heard Just Ice. I heard fucking Ultramatic MCs. I'm like, these niggas is rapping. I heard Sugar Hill Gang and fucking, I'm like, no, these niggas is rapping. Like, they ain't like back at home where all you hear is niggas scratching and breathing on the mic. Like, these niggas is actually rapping. So that's what influenced me. And then when I got back to motherfucking the city, you know, I ran right to VIP in Compton. On motherfucking Compton Boulevard, nigga, right across the street from Humphrey's drugstore. And nigga, I bought my first 12-inch, nigga, Fly Girl, nigga.
Oh, Fly Girl. Yep.
That was rap. We didn't have that shit here. We did not have that shit here.
Before we get out of here, I got to really talk about some rap shit, man, and some cold podcasting shit, man. That Gangster Chronicles 200th episode, even though we passed the 200th episode, now we still go celebrate that 200th episode, man. This going down, man. We go have some everybody out there, and it's going to be a sesh. So for all my people that like to, there's going to be plenty of that going on, man. We going to have, you know, a whole bunch of the top vendors, man. We going to have some good tacos out there, man. It's going to be a barbecue competition.
You got food this time?
Oh, man, it's going to
yeah.
be food this time, man. You know this, because it's an entry fee. Before it was some free. The only niggas that come in that want some shit free, they want food and all the other shit. You got to pay to get up in here, yeah.
So, yeah, we got a little entry fee.
Why, when I brought it up, now first you should have brought that up with the fee. But when I say something, now you want to bring it up.
Man, can I read my promo for our event, please?
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? We got over 100 of the top licensed street vendors in the game, and we got some good hip-hop going on, man. Of course, we got the homeboy MC Eiht, man. We got homegirl Miss Sancha coming through, man. Royal T coming through, Glasses Malone, a whole bunch of people. But you know what? Check this out. Drop the commercial now. Then we come back. Y'all heard that, man. So we gonna go ahead and shut this episode down, man. I want to thank the homies from On the Line Podcast. JJ, man, who like to overtalk every motherfucker, but I don't know how you get a word in with this nigga, Junior.
I'm a quiet dude, man.
When you watch this show, let them know who's doing all the talking.
For sure.
It wasn't me. You understand me? But I'm going to say one thing. I appreciate you allowing us to come on.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, we've been wanting to overdo, man. I've been trying to get you to come out here for a minute.
Man, listen, I'm JJ Fumby.
I'm just Junior, man.
And we appreciate you for allowing us, putting this together and allowing us to come on this show with Mr. Eiht. You know what I'm saying? We good loco for letting us pull up, man. And, yeah, I don't know how you deal with this dude, but man, we
keep it pushing, so you know that's what it is, man. Y'all come hang out with us.
Got you.
What's the date though? You didn't mention
June
the date.
10th.
June 17th.
June 17th.
We moved.
Yeah.
Okay, that's official.
You got a show on the 10th.
Okay, yeah, that is.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
that.
You got a show on the 10th. And I caught that and I said, hold on.
Yeah, because I was about to hit you about that.
Especially now, I'm like, my nigga can't be, he ain't gonna be doing all that moving around.
You performing that day, Eiht?
Yeah, Beverly Hills.
Yeah. But I got a show on the 10th too with Mac.
Yeah, that's the one in Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah.
And y'all make sure y'all go check
June,
that out
not the August one.
Yeah, June.
Okay.
All right.
You should give a clap, man. He didn't bring up no politics and no tranny stuff.
Oh no, he don't do that shit when I'm on here, man.
No, I just got
Y'all know how
told by
we
the
do.
network. I just got told this morning. Though we do support your expression still, just know that we're not going to promote anything like that. I said, don't worry about it.
I told you.
Okay,
And on that note, we out. Jill.
Will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangsta chronic pose. This is not your average show. Gangsta chronic pose. We gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangsta chronic pose.